So now it's time to turn it up, turn the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in the area like landscape, definitely bringing you the It's a mandate, tune in, it's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. Music in the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he got his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point, then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslam show. Let's go! Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam show. Turn it up, turn it up.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone. Let me take this on out of here. My email. Take a sneak peek of my email there. Hey, this is Dr. Chris Featherstone. I here once again on another episode of the Pancakes and Powerslams show, episode 449. How about that? And a presidential night, election night 2020. We are here live on election night 2020. How about that? That is very, very interesting for those in the United States. This is a big day. It's a hot night here in the United States of determining who the next president of the United States is going to be. But I decided to be with you all. All right. Josh, what's up? What's up, Alonzo? Please help us take our minds off the election results tonight. Regardless of the results, man, look, I'm gonna tell you this, man. It's not gonna change my life. Whoever wins, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be a doctor. I'm blessed to have a wonderful family. I'm blessed to, most of all, love the Lord. And here's the thing, man. Look, my life is grand, and I'm thankful and super honored to live. When I'm living, I actually landed another opportunity that's actually better than the one I was at. So life is good, man. Special shout out to the Patreon people, to the patrons. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for the patrons. Big shout out to the patrons, man. You guys are awesome. So go to patreon.com/pancakes and Powerslams and show your boys some love. And as you can see with the cool lower third, actually created by yours truly. Follow me at Chris Prolific. Follow me at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.com/Dr. Chris Featherstone. So yeah, it's election night. It's always crazy during election nights, and this race here is it's a slugfest, as Jim Ross would say. What's up, Chris? My opinions of retribution, man. The hype is pretty much gone for me, man. The interest is pretty low. I think with the hype going down as much, I definitely don't think Mustafa Ali is a sufficient name with the hype that we've seen. That's for sure. Over the weeks, I don't think he's a sufficient one for sure. I think with what we have now, he's okay for he's good as far as being a leader of retribution with the type of kind of mid-card feel they have now. But I just think they needed a bigger name to really make the statement that the hype, to live up to the hype. Gabriel, what's up? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Paul? What's up, Brandon? You guys are awesome. Nice. I'll vote for you, Chris, to be my podcast president. Appreciate it. Have I spoke with Vince Russo and Jimmy Corderas before? Vince Russo a bunch of times. Jimmy Corderas, no. We've chatted off air before. That's my first time interviewing him though. If NXT was involved in a Survivor Series this year, who would you win in man and women's 5-on-5 elimination tag match for NXT? Good question, Alonzo. For the men's, I would put Ciampa, Gargano, Priest, Adam Cole, baby, and Ciampa, Priest, Cole, Gargano. And you know what, man? I would put someone like a Bronson Reed on there. Like you need a big guy. So put a Bronson Reed. So for women's, I would do Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae, and another baby face, which would be probably like Shotzi Blackheart, perhaps. All right, so we're gonna let's see. Making UE baby faces. I would have rather for Adam Cole to be a baby face and the rest of the UE remain heels. So yeah. I did not know that Vince said bro over 100 times last night. I did not know that, but hey, That's his gimmick, man. That's his gimmick, man. I'm gonna go with it. That's Vince Russo, and that's his gimmick, man. That's his gimmick, bro. That's what makes him. That's one of his deals, and that's that. Why did I leave NXT out for Survivor Series? Chad said COVID. That's a pretty interesting observation there. Ask Dr. Chris. Thank you, Aaron. That's the new hashtag, actually. The only way to probably save Retribution is for them to have a higher power, and it's Shane, Triple H, or Paul Heyman. I can see the higher power thing, not the Vince McMahon higher power, but yeah, they're just not. I mean, they just don't have enough star power right now. I mean, like the people in Retribution just looks. I mean, they're not impressive. They look too gimmicky, way too gimmicky. Sting AEW, I mean, for namesake perhaps, but I don't think so. That's one of those things that Sting should be WWE. Like he spent all that time to get to WWE, and the reason why he's not in WWE because of retirement due to injury. So. All right, let's do some. It's me, Austin. It's me all along. All right, let's do some CWA, man. We're gonna do about 20 minutes of CWA, and then I'll do the rest of it next week. Because see, the reason why we have so much. The reason why we have so much fun with CWA is because we look at the older names and it's super cool to see the older names. Yeah, I just adjusted that, Paul. I think he just wanted to do the hashtag. So thank you for the hashtag. Yeah, more promos, Aaron. Absolutely. More promos. All right, so this is from January 21st, 1989. And the title was really interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it. What I think of WWE using taglines for a pay-per-view now. I think it's just a point of desperation, man. I really do. It's just one of those things. I think they're getting to the point where they're expecting the fans to just buy it, to just go with it, and it's ridiculous. Kylie Ray leaving wrestling. That's really interesting. I know that she had the same type of problems with AEW as far as leaving AEW. So, and I know she no-showed the Bound for Glory match after having a pretty high spot. So, I don't know, man. I'm wondering if Donald Trump just won Ohio. He just won my state. So I'm looking at the presidential covers too. I have 2 computer screens, and then I have CNN on my phone right now, actually. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, as of yesterday, she says she's no longer a professional wrestler. Isn't that crazy? Truly sorry for the pain. This is her Patreon note. I'm truly sorry for the pain of causing miscommunication. I'm currently unwell. I'm also sorry that I wasn't able to get this out before your monthly subscription charge. I wanted to take this time to say I'm no longer a professional wrestler, and I'm currently taking a break from social media. It's been a very hard decision to make, but please understand, when I am well, I will try to fulfill any obligations that have missed during this time. Most tiers will not be able to be fulfilled. Please feel free to unsubscribe from this membership Patreon account. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she's really going through a lot, man. She's really going through a lot. Yeah, I'm saying, Paul, I think it may be the COVID thing. And WWE is just, they're just prone to just make decisions on the fly. I know there was an outbreak on the performance center. That could be the case. That makes sense as far as being a case, but I think they just probably found no reason to put NXT in the fold this year. It's just really no rhyme or reason. There's a lot of things that doesn't require. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason with the WWE, and this is one of them. So, yeah, Kylie Ray, man, I'm really praying that for her mental, just for her sanity. You know what I mean? Just because, it just really seems like she's been going through a lot. So I know that it was like that with AEW too. So yeah, it's pretty sad. I really hope that things are going okay in her life, in her personal life. Looks like she's just really going through a lot. So really hoping for the best for Kylie Ray. So, excuse me, her, her gimmick is just all smiles. It would be interesting if she came back as a heel. That would be interesting. Oh no, that's all right. That's all right, Paul. No problem. All right. Yeah, so prayers go out to Kylie Ray, man. All right, I don't want to spoil what the title of this is. So we're just going to watch it. Something happened on this episode, and I'm not. It says the title's on here, so I'm about to just play it so you don't see the title. Here we go.
Hey, heavyweight title holder Wendell Cooley out. Okay, Davey, we got us a 1 fall 10-minute match.
Sure. Oh, you saw it. Okay, I want to make sure that you don't see. It's a little. This one's a little
right now, though, is
bit.
Nailed him with that upper arm, backs him into the turnbuckle, fires him across the way. As Eric stumbles out of the corner, he's dumped over
lower in volume.
Wendell Cooley. All right, I'll tell you one thing about Cooley. You look at him, and he's not the great, big, awesome kind of a guy, but boy, he gets the job done. I mean, stays right in there, taking care of business.
No, not going in Sully.
And Eric is down. This could be it. 2, 3, impressive win over Keith Eric.
I would be totally fine with that, Chris.
2 seconds,
and
that's it. Wildcat Wendell Cooley with a quick and a good victory here over an always tough Keith Eric. Yes, it was.
Yes, Gabriel.
Victory,
YouTube footage.
Son of a gun, I'll tell you, that strategy backfired on Keith Eric. He jumped him real quick.
Real quick. You got to love Lance Russell.
Bill Dundee.
The ropes are so loose.
Lancer, I know
Go Dundee.
Well, who is mystifying? Why is it taking place? Well, I'll tell you why it's taking place, Garvin. When you watch what's going to happen to you today, brother, you're going to wish.
This is as far as a value can get, man.
And you're going to wish you never had
this episode isn't.
My partner. Now we got a little tape that happened a couple of days ago, and I don't know whether I'm angry, frustrated, just mad at myself, mad at you, or mad at the whole world. But if you'll play the little, press the button up there, they'll show you the tape, and you'll see what I'm talking about, Garvin.
Those Memphis punches, man, were so hilarious.
Tracy Smothers beating up that goof in the corner. Drop kick right here. Watch. Boom. Down he goes. Right. Covered. Referee comes on over. He counts. 1, 2. I thought he said 3. Now I get up.
Yeah, southpaw. That's a king mullet. Nice.
He's a little smart. Now watch this.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That ain't no choke. That was a lip lock, Garvin. Now watch. Don't know what. I'm frustrated, brother. I try to wipe it off. I don't know where.
Oh, fast 3.
I'll tell you something, Garvin. There's an old saying, you got to fight fire with fire. Well, I'm going to
Jimmy Garvin.
Brother, and you're going to find out today.
Oh, that's not Jimmy Garvin.
I believe you enjoy it.
Looks like it's
people
a
use
Garvin.
a lot of strategy on Bill Dundee trying to beat him, but I've never seen anybody use a kiss like that.
Well, I don't mind getting beat. I've told you before, if you beat me, I'll be the first guy up to shake your hand and tell you it was great. But Garvin, you just watch what's going to happen to you today.
Okay, he's got a mystery partner. Billy didn't want to give us much idea about who it's going to be. We'll just have to wait.
Yes,
They,
unfortunately,
are
Aaron,
right now
Brody was
preparing
murdered.
for the match with the Beauty and the Beast, as they'll be coming out here just as soon as they get that pink mat down there, David.
Yeah, they got to get that pink mat put down. Beauty and the Beast refuse to wrestle on the common mat that we have here. It has to be that special one.
That really kind of took,
They don't want to. They don't want to wrestle on the common mat. You have to put a. You have to put a pink mat down. You have to put a pink covering down.
Rolled him up. He got the 1, 2, 3 on him, and I know that's got to.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Know it.
And like I said, I bet Garvin hasn't seen the end of that. Here they come, Beauty and the Beast, Terrence Garvin and Mark.
Terrence Garvin. Yeah, that's right.
He's got this break in with him. He'll go up and disinfect everything. Now there you go.
You find out. I am sure he's asking who the mystery partner is, and
the music is hilarious.
Finding out that a little bit later. We've got that match scheduled in here with Dundee.
Beauty and the Beast.
Gouline with that spray can up there.
Gouline.
Perfuming or whatever he's doing. And across the way, his opponents are in, and we're ready for it, Dave.
And we are ready to go with a 1 fall 10-minute time limit match. Introducing Chris Frazier and Alan Reynolds on one side of the ring. On the other, it's Beauty and the Beast.
Covington Pike Toyota, man. That's, it's one of those things. You old school when you got a local shop sponsoring your show. Studio audience, ladies and gentlemen.
Against the Beauty and the Beast, and a nice hip toss. Look at that. Alan Reynolds got the big beast going, and that's not usual.
I agree, Paul. I need to bring back capes.
Very strong at the beginning.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Alan Reynolds, and a wrestler who's
That's funny.
Been wrestling for several months now and has learned a lot along the way. Hasn't won a lot of matches, but he's certainly learned some things, and I think we saw evidence of that right there at the beginning of this match.
Oh, power slam.
Gouline on Chris Frazier.
Just pay attention to just the simplicity of moves back in the day. Me and Russo talked about this last night. Just the simplicity of moves, man, back in the day.
He normally comes in when an opponent has been hurt. That's when he wants to get in. That goofy dance and laugh of his is the thing that'll just drive you right up a wall. There's a tag back to Gouline and Chris Frazier, who is in the middle of lots of trouble in there. And Gouline really pounding away with that forearm and goes with another power slam.
Power
Here again, he
slam.
goes to the corner, makes the tag on Terrence Garvin. Gouline with Frazier.
For me, man, what in the world?
Flying off the ropes.
It's kind of like
Good stupid laugh again in a cover. Count of 1, 2. This one's
it's a
over.
very interesting tandem move there.
Beauty and the Beast, Terrence Garvin, Mark Gouline, a minute 33 seconds. The
Very
time.
interesting.
Minute 33, the final decision. Beauty and the Beast.
Who's this mystery partner, Lance Russell? Who's the beast? Did you see me?
You'll find out about it later
What is
on.
this all about,
But
Lance?
just wait, you'll find
Terry
out.
Garvin.
Don't worry.
I want to know now, Lance.
Wonder what Terry
You
Garvin
don't
is
get to
doing
know now. We're
nowadays.
going to take time out here, David, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Is that the same Terry Garvin that passed away?
Coliseum. He'll be climbing in the ring. I'm not going to tell you right now who it is.
No, I don't think that's
Beauty
the
and Beast.
same one.
And then you're going to be having Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden.
Because this
tangling in there
was,
against
because
Jeff
he was
Jarrett
younger.
and Sid Vicious. Yeah, you heard what
Let
I
me
said.
see.
You stay tuned right where we are. Are you ready for this final match? By golly, it couldn't come at a better time. Wildcat Wendell Cooley, Jerry the King Lawler will be going in there against Dutch Mantell, and referee
Terrence
Rick
Garvin.
Morton is his partner. What a tag match that's going to be, because you know
it
that
can't be
Cooley
the
doesn't
same
have any
Terry
love
Garvin
for
that-
Mantell up or slapping him upside the face. And
that
I think
was
you
in the
pretty well
scandal
know
and
where
stuff,
Jerry the King
'cause he was a
Lawler
lot
stands
of-
about Ricky Morton. Let's take a listen right now.
He was a lot
Morton
younger.
and
He was a
Mantell.
lot younger.
I feel like I ought to be a detox today because I've been out partying because
Dirty
the
Dutch
men told
Mantell.
me that Jerry Lawler and that bogus Wendell Cooley wanting to climb in the ring with me and Ricky Morton. Hey, it made my day. I was in the backyard sticking a fork, and my dog, when I got the news, the dog jumped in the air. He was happy. My old lady was happy, and certainly I was happy too, because, Lawler, you ain't got no friends. Your future's on hold, and I don't know what else is wrong with you, but a lot of more things are going to be wrong with you, because you're stupid enough, you and that bogus Wendell Cooler, to step in the ring with me and Ricky Morton.
These
And
promos.
you do, it's going to be a bad mistake. Would you agree with me?
Dutch, I'll tell you something. When Dutch Mantell and Ricky Morton gets together, all we do is create stormy weather.
Okay, so Terry Garvin Sims. Okay, so he passed away in 2018.
Go find somebody else, because Dutch Mantell and Rick Morton are forever.
Hey, full card coming up Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum.
Yeah,
Why
so
don't you be there?
Terry Sims.
Created as much conversation as anything that has in a long, long time, and with good reason too. When the word was out on Wednesday morning,
Started doing here in Brickwood and found himself in USWA.
Heavyweight title.
Very interesting.
Well, I got to tell you, there was a lot happened in there. If you weren't down there,
Mansfield Midnight Rockers.
We want you to take a look toward the end of the match. Remember, Rick Morton was the one who was the referee in there. That's Morton closest to the camera.
There's Lawler for you, Ricky.
Morton had been knocked
Pile driver.
in a collision.
Oh man, Lawler's pile drivers are just clutch, man.
Lawler is
sheesh.
Come on over there and count. Lawler is motioning to him. Come on over there and count. Count of one.
So he was only 55 when he passed away
Shakes it off right
in 2018.
Which obviously would have given the match to Jerry Lawler in there, and Lawler saying, come on, Ricky, get back into it. And he starts the count of one again with one. He finally gets his second countdown, and by that time, Mantell kicked out of the cover that Lawler had on him. And Ricky now comes in as Lawler comes in to nail Dutch in the corner.
See, dresses Hank Williams Jr. for Halloween. Yes, he did, Paul. He sure did. That's hilarious. Yeah, Ricky Morty turned.
Lawler put a foot up, and you see Morton push his foot. Watch this. Pushes his foot back down the second time. There's the third time, and this time Morton counted one.
Ricky Morton turns heel. You would never see this on popular TV on WCW.
And the new unification champion.
Let's go back.
Pushes his count of one there. If you weren't
turns heel, ladies and gentlemen.
Lawler is motioning to him. Come on over there and count of 1, 2, and he shakes it off right at that point instead of counting.
How dare you? How dare you, Ricky Morton? One of the most popular tag teams of all time.
And he starts the count of one again with 1. He finally gets his second countdown.
And why in the world is he a ref?
Mantell kicked out of the cover.
How did he become a ref?
And Ricky now comes in as Lawler comes in to nail Dutch in the corner. Morton again, who had been very effective up to that point, was pulling Lawler back out of the corner when Mantell rushed out of there and planted a foot right in the midsection, slapped a pile driver.
Mantell does a pile driver, but it was there wasn't a pile driver like Lawler's pile driver.
His foot back down the second time. There's the third time, and this time Morton counted 1, 2, 3 with Lawler's foot on the rope in clear view.
Yes.
Of the camera and
yes, Paul. Always he was Owen Austining so well. That's a good point. Man, those Lawler pile drivers were official. They were official.
It's a question of the referee's duties in there. It is not his job to say, well, you should have kicked out, because foot under or over the rope, any part of the body, is a legitimate way of breaking a hold.
No, not Morton.
Pushing it down twice, just continue to count right through it the third time. And he ended up with a situation where it was a 1, 2, 3 with Lawler's foot in clear view. Now, we know that the referee has not seen the situation where a foot has been on the rope. That's entirely different than the foot being on the rope, the referee having pushed it down twice and cleared.
I'm still wondering how Ricky Morton became the referee. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
On tape if he could, and let's take a listen right now and see what happened.
Ricky Morton! Come on, come here. Ricky Morton! This ain't gonna go. Ricky Morton! Ricky Morton!
He's chasing Orton. Lawler's chasing Orton. So this is 89. So Lawler was like 40 years old right here, or 39. 39, 40 years old. And that was 31 years ago. There's Morton. I just talked to Ricky Morton on the phone a couple of weeks ago. And oddly enough. He's got money. Rock and Roll Express turns heel. Oh, man. Morton turns heel in 89, man. He's got some chloroform. Oh, I thought he had the chloroform. Oh, looks like he may. This guy, he was smothering him with something. Oh, he's just smothering with his hand, I guess. So he tried to step in with Morton. He said, oh, no, that ain't happening. This was post Kaufman. Kaufman was like 83 somewhere around. I think Kaufman was 83.
You all right, Jerry? Mike, get them the hell way away from here. Get them out of here. Get them out of the building.
82.
All right. Get them back in here. Get them. Hold on, where they go? I don't know where they are, Jerry. Come on now. There's two of them. I don't care. Get them back here.
Okay, that's what happened. That was before we ever got back to the dressing room. All of that had taken place, and I heard about it. So you can see exactly what happened back there. As coming out right now is...
Yeah, this was about a little under 7 years after Lawler versus Kaufman. But it was CWA, though. It's the same. It's the same. Same federation.
It is under review right now, and that's about as secure as...
That's a nice looking belt, though, man. To have those toy belts. To have those AWA Southern titles we saw, those toy belts. That's a nice looking belt, man.
Los Angeles or Denver or Dallas, Texas.
What's that? The CWA Championship?
Yeah, you sure did.
Everywhere, brother. But I'm gonna tell you what, Lawler has cried. He went home. He went home and he cried to his old lady, oh, I lost my belt. Hell, it's not going to get it back for him because right now, what we're witnessing right now
that's a nice looking
is the
belt,
downslide of Jerry Lawler, the downslide, because he may never, ever come back again because, see, he took me too lightly. Yes, he did.
Yeah, you're standing out here talking about it like it was just all that. Hey, don't forget the referee. Counted
Wait
him
a
when
minute.
he put
Wait
on
just
the
a
rope.
minute. Wait. Ricky Morton was appointed by your man, Randy Hale.
My man.
Yes, he was. He was appointed, and I went in the ring, and despite Ricky Morton, and despite all kind of stipulations he tried to put against me, right here tells the whole tale right here.
Yeah, well, don't get too...
That's a nice looking belt, man.
Review isn't over with yet.
I must admit it.
You have a review for months and months on end. It's not going to change. because Jerry Lawler lost fair and square right in the middle of that ring.
The joint committee is going to determine whether it was fair and square or not,
Well, I
and
don't
whether
care.
you got it.
I don't
Listen,
care.
Stan, I'm going to go right now. Jerry Lawler sent an interview. We've got it right here. Let's take a look at it.
You know, the question I've been getting asked all week long is why? Why do you think Ricky Morton, who has without a doubt been one of the most popular wrestlers in the entire country, one of the fan favorites over the entire nation, why do you think a guy like Ricky Morton would make this kind of a decision, would do something so obvious right in front of the fans?
This is
so
cool.
blatantly
This episode is
against the
revolved
rules?
around Morton turning
You
heel.
know, it can't be more
That's
cut and
super
dry.
cool, man.
I confronted him afterwards in the dressing room.
And it is a big
and he
deal,
had the
man, because
audacity
Morton
to try to
was
tell me right to my face
one of
that
the
he
biggest
was
baby
not
faces
impressed that he didn't see my
in
foot on the rope. Well,
1989.
the film showed that not only did he see my foot on the rope, that he knocked my foot off the rope twice, and then the third time when he made the complete 3 count, just left the foot on the rope. Didn't even bother to knock it off until after he had counted to 3.
Right,
And then
Ricky,
he's gonna try to tell me
right.
that he didn't see it there. Well, I think
That's
the
hilarious.
decision that I've come to is the fact that Ricky Morton knew exactly what he was doing. He knew what he was doing from the time he stepped into that ring or before he stepped into that ring, because obviously he and Dutch Mantell had gotten together. And Ricky Morton, yeah, sure, he was a fine referee throughout the body of the match. But what he was trying to do was lull me, I realized later, lull me into a false sense of security, setting me up for the kill, and that's just exactly what he did. Well, let me tell you something, Ricky Morton. You know, I may not be able to do anything about reversing the decision, but the film is with the championship committee, and surely they're not going to let something as obvious and as blatant as that get by. But in the meantime, there is something I can do, brother, and that's straighten this out man to man. You and I, Dutch Mantell, Ricky Morton. Well, I got Wendell Cooley, Wildcat Wendell Cooley. He's volunteered to be my partner. I couldn't ask for a better man. Dutch Mantell, you came out here on television a couple of weeks ago and slapped Wendell Cooley right in the mouth. Well, believe me, brother, he is itching to get his hands on you. And I still got a little unfinished business with you too, Dutch man. But right now, my main concern is you, Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. Yeah, the big hot tag team of the century. Well, let me tell you something, Ricky Morton. When I get through with you, brother, like I said, I may not be able to reverse that decision, but that championship belt is worth an awful lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Looks like it.
And believe me, when I get you in that ring, brother, I'm going to take that amount of money out of your hide, because you're not going to get away with doing what you think you've gotten away with to me. When I get you in the ring, Ricky Morton, I'm going to make you regret. Believe me, regret the decision that you made to get entwined with Dutch Mantell. And that's not a threat. That's a promise. You be there, and I'm going to fulfill it.
Well, the decision is not firm. It's true. Lawler can't make it, and you can't make it. The joint committee will make it. So don't get too
Talk is
excited.
easy
The
and
joint
talk is
committee.
cheap. And he come back in the dressing room and took another kicking right there in the dressing room. He had no business back there. He was crying. He's a sore loser. He's washed up. And he came back there, and he got exactly what he deserved coming to another man's dressing room. Now, let me tell you one thing. He's talking about Wendell Cooley.
That's right. You
Talking
got
about.
something else
Let me
to
say one
worry
thing about Wendell Cooley. Wendell Cooley is a bogus CWA champion. He's a bogus wrestler. He's a bogus musician. He's a bogus person. He don't even need to walk the face of the earth. And let me tell you another thing about him. I slapped him last week. Sure, he needed slapping. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm not
Mantell had
he
had some good promos too,
man. I had a
man.
special affection for slapping people, and I'd like to slap him again if he showed his face. Because I'll slap him here, I'll slap him there, I'll slap him anywhere I want to slap him, because he don't strike no fear in me. And
Uh-oh.
that might happen.
Fine. Well, just go ahead and slap him all you want to slap. You want to do a little slapping right now, Dutch?
I didn't invite him out here. Hey, this is my interview.
What are you doing out here with a world title?
Because I am the world
Are you
champion.
proud the way you won the title? If
Hey,
anybody should be wearing that, Ricky Morton should be wearing that. He is the one that won that title, not you.
No, I won it.
And I've been the special referee, pal. You'd have never walked out of there with that, because I'd have called it like it was. I don't know what you did with Morton. I guess you had a lot of money and bought him off.
Now, wait a minute.
To
I
get
didn't
you that
invite,
title.
no, there was no collusion here whatsoever. That's sure.
Oh man, look at those hairstyles, man. It's the same hairstyles.
Yeah, I hear you out here. What, you calling me a coward? You gonna
I didn't call him a coward.
You're calling
I did not call him a coward.
You called him bogus.
I didn't call him bogus.
You did too.
I didn't.
Something, pal.
Come on now. Let's not do it here.
Come on, you want to do some slapping? Let's do some slapping right here, pal.
No, I didn't call him.
Don't make me come across the desk after you.
Oh, here's the powder.
Oh, Dutch, great.
Look at those TVs,
little
man.
help, please.
Oh, no.
Mantell with that whip right around Cooley's neck, taking him over there at the ring post, wraps it around the ring post, and now pounding on him.
Yikes.
Okay, Dutch.
Oh, he is taking him
You
out.
won't have the title. You won't have any place around here either.
Oh, my goodness. He is getting his butt kicked by Dutch Mantell.
That's great. You come out
There's
here and
Jarrett.
do something like that. Boy, I'll tell you, Dutch, I used to have a little respect for you, but I'm going
Man.
to tell you, I don't know what in the world's
He just
happened
got
to
his
you, but
butt
you come out
kicked.
and do that kind of thing. Threw it right out the
Yikes.
window, Cooley, then jumped him. We're going to take a break. right
That's
here, and
what
we'll
you
be
call a
back.
beat down. Yes, mullets were legit. Ricky, perhaps I think we're going to watch the second part of this. Actually, next segment, I'm going
A
to
lot more action to go here. I do want
turn
to
it
run over
off.
the entire card for you Wednesday night. But first, let me remind you, you folks around Madisonville, Kentucky, on Friday, February the 3rd, coming to
I think that's good for now, y'all. We'll watch the rest of it next week. We'll watch the rest of it next week, man. All right, there's the watch along. I gotta see where we're left off. Good stuff. We'll watch the next half next week. That was really, really cool. And we will watch the rest of it next week, y'all. Good stuff, man. The presidential election is still going on, still hot and heavy. I'll probably be up for a little bit while watching it. It's I'm a big sports fan, man. So when I look at this stuff, I'm just intrigued with the competition. So yeah. But this is fun. Episode 449 in the books. Next week, we're going to celebrate 450 Can you believe that? 450 episodes of the Pancakes and Powerslam show. Isn't that nuts? 450 episodes of the Pancakes and Powerslams show. Absolutely amazing. So go ahead and follow here at Chris Prolific on Twitter and IG. Also go to facebook.com/Dr. Chris Featherstone. I'd appreciate your love on Patreon, patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams show. Always a pleasure having fun with you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Until next week, enjoy your week of wrestling. God bless. And always remember, I do it for you. Have a good night, everybody.